We're live.
Welcome, everyone. This is Streaming Live Academy, and in today's podcast, we will speak about the new big, small streaming platform, Glimesh. Glimesh?
Yep.
Glimesh?
Glimesh.
Whatever. That one. So, what is this new platform? Why should you go and change, move your ass from Twitch and start with this new platform? And why should you not do that? This will be the topic of today's podcast. And we will try to explain to you every possible situation in which you will become a professional Glimesh streamer. All right, so first of all, we already have, I would say, an expert, because that's definitely a good word, an expert of streaming platforms. We have German Luke that is streaming right now on multiple platforms at the same time. You are like the Jesus of platforms, and you are not even streaming on them. You are just having different schedules on different platforms.
Yep.
Explain us why you are doing that, and if you think you will have the opportunity to actually try Glimesh.
So the reason for streaming on different platforms is just there's advantages and disadvantages, in my opinion, to different platforms. For example, I stream on Facebook, Mobile Legends. You can stream Mobile Legends on all the other platforms, but the audience for Mobile Legends is on Facebook. So streaming it, for example, Mobile Legends gets 150,000 viewers during the day on Facebook, and they get about 100 to 1,000 on Twitch. So just streaming that game on Twitch wouldn't make sense. Therefore, the other reason is, if we switch that, I also play World of Warcraft. That gets about 200 views on Facebook, but it gets, tens of thousands and 100,000 views. 70,000 just from Asmongold on Twitch. So streaming that on Facebook wouldn't make sense, but streaming it on Twitch would. That's just the reason why different games on different platforms, because that's where the game communities are.
Awesome. Jabor, you are streaming right now on YouTube streaming. Will you try Glimesh?
It's funny you say that. I'm trying it tomorrow night, which is Saturday as I'm recording. So I'm gonna have a look, see what it's about. I'm on the website now, and there's a good variety on there of different games and stuff like that. So hopefully it builds and builds and builds, so it becomes a good, not competitor, but a bit like, what's the word? Niche. A bit like Mixer. I'm getting Mixer vibes from it. So, and interestingly enough, if you look on tags and you scroll right down to the bottom, it's actually a tag for Mixer fam on there.
Oh, I see. And what gaming niche would you love to see on Glimesh?
Something other than Warzone and Apex, and which floods every other.
Like Syndra and Kagura.
Anything but a Royale, basically. So yeah, it's like Warzone, Apex. It's everywhere.
Hey, Fortnite. Hello.
That one is that's old news.
There's a few Fortnite ones there. There's one of them there.
There's some there. Yeah.
I haven't seen
League of Legends.
I haven't seen League of Legends.
I think Ender just. There we go.
Well, the majority right now, I am checking the majority right now, and the majority are definitely Apex, Fortnite, and there are people with StarCraft 2. I feel better now, and of course Valheim, but Valheim is like the big thing right now, so it doesn't really count, right? Yeah. Okay.
True.
And yet you will be the first one. You will be the dad of FIFA on Glimesh. So hopefully people will love it, and we'll of course give our Glimesh page in the description of this video. So check us out, please. And Edward, you amazing Mexican boy. Are you Mexican? I'm not Mexican. Kind of. You're a mishmash of bloody of things.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Glimesh, and will you ever try that platform?
Not right now. I don't do alphas.
Why?
I don't do betas because I just checked and I think there's only like 60 channels live.
Okay.
The only way to do it is through. It's too niche. Here's my thing, man. Like, I feel like I agree with Jaybird that has this Twitch vibe of
Mixer.
niche, and then it has, I would even say Mixer too, but at the end of the day, Mixer's dead. Twitch, the original Twitch, is dead in the heart. And I feel like Glimesh, without an algorithm, it's just another Twitch or Mixer, And I just don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be just a niche thing. It can, rationally, I see the possibility. Emotionally, no, I'm not invested. It's not you, it's me.
Well, I wouldn't like to be one of your ex-girlfriends, so that's definitely a thing. And I love that. We should do that a lot more. By the way, at this point, why should someone go to Glimesh if we don't have an algorithm yet? We don't have how many people are viewing that yet. The content right now is not even close to a niche that will work because we have the same kind of bullshit content as every single streaming platform. They are not like Mixer, and by that I don't mean a big company. I mean they don't have the amount of money that Microsoft had. So even if they have this really nice, and I definitely agree, that's a very nice concept. They are a free company. They give the open code to people. People can code and create really amazing stuff because they share their API. So that's definitely amazing for developers. Love it. Amazing. But until someone creates something that with this API will create something amazing that will make this platform different from the other platform, the only reason to try this platform, in my honest opinion, and I would love to hear your comments about it, is it is an alpha. And like TikTok, people that are become big during the alpha, during the beta, will probably have a big advantage later on in the game, if there will be a later on in the game.
Right.
Agree, yeah.
Should have done TikTok earlier.
Look,
It's a gamble.
It is a gamble. It is definitely a gamble. And I don't like to gamble. I like to invest my time and my money in something that will probably win. Will Glimesh, with the data that we have right now, probably win?
Well, I think the platform, I mean, there's, if we just look at Twitch, right, there is like 95% of the people are streaming to 0 to 3 people. So those people have absolute, and that is what, 10 million streams a month or something like that. So that would be 9 million streams. Those people have absolutely nothing to lose to switch a platform. So like basically anyone who doesn't have an audience, a brand, a community established on anywhere else, you have nothing to lose. You might as well go to the new thing right now, which is an alpha, and try it. And maybe leave, just take Twitch for an example, put a pause on Twitch and go to Glimesh, because you're not losing out on not streaming on Twitch. You're not getting anything from Twitch, you're not getting revenue, visibility, or whatever. So you might as well go to Glimesh, try it. There's a hype right now. Everyone who was on Mixer is now over there. That didn't make it anywhere else, so to speak. So you have nothing to lose, you might as well try it. And maybe if there is an after and you played the alpha and beta, then that might have been your chance.
And again, might. And I don't think right now Glimesh is actually investing money into ads. So you will probably only receive views and traffic from the people that comes from other channels and people that are just curious about Glimesh. And again, who can be curious about Glimesh? As you said, other streamers, not viewers.
Right.
So it's like a niche composed of people that are streaming in that niche. So no viewers. No viewers.
I think it has the same problem Mixer had. It was everyone was a streamer. Not really a lot of people were going to Mixer to watch people.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
But
So, Glimesh is dead. Done.
I mean,
I wouldn't say
that's yeah.
I wouldn't say it's dead. I think it's too
aggressive.
early to say that.
Premature death.
Like it's still in the alpha stage. They haven't even launched all the other. They have a roadmap of I think 3 phases, and they haven't even gotten through the other ones yet in the alpha. So I think to say they're dead, it's early. But I think the biggest issue is that they don't have money and that their business model at the moment will not generate them any money. And it's
I have
just
an analogy.
analogy. Go for it.
You see people that go to a church, and they don't want to give money to the church,
Mhm.
but they still want a building where they can kneel down and do their thing.
Okay.
That building is not gonna just build itself out of thin air,
Mm-hmm.
Almighty universe won't build it. So Glimesh, it needs its substance. It needs its viewers to give it money.
Flock.
Right.
I was thinking you were going to end up with an analogy about do you want that freaking church? Ask the national department to create one. So basically taxes, but that's fine. That's Twitch thing to tax people on their channel. But
Oh yeah,
honestly,
Twitch.
if they start adding ads, okay, so the same situation that Twitch has, okay,
Mhm.
and those money, they don't use those money to actually pay themselves,
Mhm.
but they invest that money to actually grow the platform. They can maybe work it out. Like if they have a good marketing strategy, a good communication strategy, and they work a lot on it, I think they can do something about it. Like honestly, if we don't have to pay a lot of money, okay, if one big streamer that has I would say 1,000 subscribers, you don't really need bigger ones for this example, but 1,000 is fine. Every single person that is subscribed on that streamer basically pays 5 euros, okay, and the streamer receives half of it, okay,
Right.
or maybe a little bit more. Still, we have small sums just by switching the platform. Even if the Twitch platform is bigger, whatever, you are basically automatically doubling your money if you don't lose all of your people. And even if you lose half of it, you still didn't lose a penny. So that's definitely a smart change, a smart transition, we would say, for someone that is actually making profit from his streaming. Not poor guys. Poor guys, we don't care about them. We are speaking about people that can actually make a living from streaming.
I have a thing, guys. On
Go
the
for it.
Q&A, Glimesh Alpha roadmap, at the end it says, how do you plan on competing with the large players? And then it says, how do you plan on competing against other upcoming platforms?
Mm-hmm.
All of them make it sound like the last one sounds like gibberish,
Mhm.
but the second one, the first one, how do you plan on competing with large players? It just says we're not planning to compete with them immediately, but give the stranded streamers a home, which I think comes back to the problem. Does the market of streaming, kind of like Twitch, the big players always keep growing because
Right.
whenever someone comes to watch, Cypher, you have the numbers. Are people watching more games? Is that segment growing as people rather watch than play games?
But I think then there's.
So-
Oh, sorry. Go for it. No, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Unfortunately, right now, not. Data proves that even with the corona situation in the world, numbers are slowly going down from the big peak that we had last year in February. So data are not with Glimesh, and if Glimesh is going for a long-term game, that's a very smart choice for a business. But again, will they survive in a long run without big sponsors?
But I think then, just judging by that answer in the Q&A, they're not looking to compete immediately. Well, I'm not going to be able to wrap that up in 15 seconds. So that I think then there's a big differentiation of a career streamer or someone who wants to make money and some person who's just a hobby streamer who just wants a couple people to play games with. If you're just there to stream, have 2-3 people, maybe 5 to talk to, play some Warzone or whatever it is, you're just gonna go to Glimesh. They're there. It's a fun time, but you're not doing it to make a living off of it. And then if you want to grow and become the next Tim the Tatman or whatever, you would then go to Twitch or YouTube to have that potential audience there at some point. But if they just want to give stranded streamers a home, stranded streamers are, in my opinion, just people who stream for fun without the intention of monetizing later on.
All right. So, small closure for Glimesh. First answer is we don't know if Glimesh will survive, because if they don't have a lot of big streamers, and even if they will have a lot of big streamers, without taking so much as Twitch does from the subscriptions, it will be hard to actually monetize the site. The only way would probably be with ads, and ads really depend on the niche. The gaming niche is quite saturated right now, so it's not. It does not have a high cost per click, so it's not easy to actually monetize there. And the last question is, should you go to Glimesh? I would say that the answer from our team and from this podcast is maybe if you want to try something new, and if you trust the team that actually created this, if you want to make a living right now on Glimesh, don't do that. It's not the right moment.
Way too early.
Yeah.
So I think at its peak, because most of the audience, I think, on Glimesh is the US, and then maybe some Spanish, Mexico, but that like time zone. So last night when I checked, it peaked at 150 streams with an average of 2 to 5 viewers per stream. And I think there's no audience there to make money. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I mean, to average, it means that someone had at least 200 or 300 people, because, sad.
Yeah, so I think Glimesh might be able to survive if they have enough people, if the streamers pay the platform subscription, just like there was a subscription for Mixer you could pay to support the platform. I think if that will be enough to at least keep the lights on, I think Glimesh might survive at another V-Live, D-Live, all these other platforms where just people stream for fun with, a couple other friends. But I don't think it'll ever compete with Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, anything bigger than 50 to 100 concurrent viewers.
Like roulette.
Definitely. So again, if D-Live didn't survive, if I remember well, D-Live was the company that actually paid PewDiePie to actually stream on their platform as a single platform partner. So if they didn't retake him, but they are still alive, there is possibility for other companies to actually make a good profit on the platform. So hopefully Glimesh will be the new big thing, or at least a decent thing in the beginning that will survive. I really believe that the team is good, so I wish you well if you want to try it. And please, if you will try it, share your link and your stream in the comments, so other people will watch you, and maybe if you are interesting, we will help you grow. Thank you very much. This was Streaming Live Academy, the podcast about Glimesh. Wish you a great, beautiful, amazing week. See you next time.
Bye.